Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Heroes Hour. Today is Decay. New game. We're gonna do a maybe slightly smaller world or something. What is Tumbleweed? It's the first one we did, huh? I know what we should do. The Dens of Death. Very appropriate for Decay. I like the name for Decay, so we're gonna do... Well, it's less people. I don't know, I kind of want to let Decay have some space too. I don't want to just feel like I'm skipping over one faction because the map plays faster. Then again, last time was a bit too much. What was last time? Not Forest, not... 5 navies, was it? No. You know what? Land of Sorrows, maybe? I don't know. A championship? Alright, maybe not too large. This is a faction, if you're playing it optimally, it goes slower, so I'm tempted to just go small. But I don't know. Maybe that's though? I don't remember. Wait, which one did we play last time? You know what? Whatever. Sands of Conquest it's gonna be. I don't know any of these. Let's take the Bonehead. I wanted to do something specific, so I'm actually picking the dude. There's gonna be random. We're gonna put it back on challenging. We're gonna start the game. So Decay. Decay is this game's necropolis. It's also apparently hated or something. I don't know. I remember looking online at discussions and whatnot about this game to see what was being said, and I remember that one of my takeaways is that a lot of people really think this faction sucks, or at least is very, very weak, which is not an opinion I share, and there were a few people that were disagreeing with it. There's two reasons why people don't generally like it or are a fan of it. So first off, Decay. Actually, you know what? I'm going to show you one of the reasons, because that was the topic. As you can see, maybe you don't necessarily just see it because you don't know what to look for, but there's no hospital slash, you know... Wait, hospital is the second one. Which was on the... Infirmary? Infirmary. There's no resurrecting half your army when you lose troops. That just does not happen here. Which makes sense because they're undead. They don't heal anything. They just raise the dead, right? It makes sense, but it makes a lot of people go like, wait, my losses don't come back? There's no way I can win if my losses don't come back. Especially since, and that's the second point I sometimes saw, if you look at their roster, the only ranged unit on there is the Lich, at tier 5 no less. So... yeah, there's a bunch of people that go like, well, you don't get archers until forever, and you don't recuperate your losses, so how do you even? And the answer is, you just raise the dead, dude. What do you think you're playing? It plays differently. It plays very differently because of all those factors. So if we look at the classes, let's look at the one we're not, which is the Might Heroes. The Might Heroes gain the Curse of Undeath, which means... they curse people when they attack them. They have more health because they need to be alive to use their thing, and then they summon a group of skeletons when they die, because why not? The Curse of Undeath, if enemies are cursed with it, they become undead. Troops. That you then keep at the end. Yeah, it says permanent undead. So you're recruiting the enemies that your hero hits. And then magic... kind of the same, except not really. You don't summon skeletons when you die, but your curse is a lot more powerful because it's just whatever you cast a spell on. And if you cast it a buff, your units kind of do the same thing the Might Hero does. They pass it on to the things they hit. So you can create a lot of undead units with this. It's not the end of it, because there's the Soul Transmuter and a bunch of other stuff. I'll explain that later, but you get even more troops out of this. You get more whatever. Gives Mercury too. Sure, interesting. And then Throne of the Dead. Ah, yeah. You can also like kill. Well, that's something Necropolis even did. It's just yeah, kill your living units, and to the dead. Our current dude is the Fear Cap, who is the master of spiders. We're not recruiting. Well, we can recruit spiders. We're not going for the mastery though. I wanted to play him because I wanted. First off, he's a magic hero, and I prefer the magic skill for this faction. Also, I wanted to have fun with something I hadn't done with these, which is blood warping. It's not something we've really seen. Blood warping is after combat, you transform some amount of basic creatures into elite. Elite, as mentioned here, is creatures with 9+ powers. So anything that's 8 or less at the end of combat can be transformed into something that's 9+. As far as I know, I've played with blood warping before once out of this project, obviously. Amount depends on number of enemies killed and especially amount of own units lost. Interesting. But yeah. As far as I know, for example, a skeleton is obviously basic unit. I'm pretty sure that if blood warping decides to promote some of my skeletons, because it only offers like, well, you can transform this into this, and it just picks a basic at random and it gives you the elite. And what I was going to say is, I'm pretty sure if it picks skeleton, for example, it's always going to be the same elite it proposes. I don't know which one it's going to pick because I don't know them by heart. I assume if you're like really good at the game, you know which creatures to try to recruit for blood warping if you're trying to do blood warping shenanigans. But yeah. So the build here is gonna be like a lot of this because, you know, raising creatures is fun. Get a lot of troops from here and then transform them into even better troops. Get a lot of mana because I need a lot of mana to cast a lot of curses. And then, you know, maybe necromancy for even more garbage into my army. I don't know, I wanted to see what Decay with blood warping feels like. Because I know what Decay without blood warping feels like. It feels like a snowball. Right, so the people that say this faction's bad, they're wrong. Or at least the reasons they cite are just wrong. But it's also not it's also not a great faction either. It's just not nearly as bad as people say it is. I'm gonna go with the Crypt. Probably. More troops! I think. Makes sense. And I'm gonna pick the spider because I'm the Spider Lord? Yeah. Well. They're even tankier than the zombies and do more damage. What the hell? Well, you get less of them, I guess that's the thing. Anyway. Spooders, because I'm the Spood Lord. I mean, I don't have mastery, so he's not particularly better at spidering than anybody else. But if we ever find an artifact that gives mastery, suddenly he'll be good at it. Wait. Bonehead's not... Wait, what? Where did my blood warping go? Did I pick the wrong one? Oh, it's Fear Cap. I forgot. Whoops. Whoops. I don't know why I picked Bonehead. I wanted Fear Cap. It's funny because Lens of Sorrow, I think I picked. Yeah. It's funny because I knew. Oh, in the lexicon, Fear Cap is here. That's what happened. That's what happened. I want this one. I want this one, game. Please stay consistent with your damn lexicon. All right. Let's restart this. We'll get there. So what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. You create a lot of trash units. Well, a lot of units in general, including a lot of trash units. And sure, you don't recover a lot of your losses, but in theory, if you're playing really well, you're going to create more troops than you lose, just off of free spawn. And you should have... honestly, you should maintain or increase your troops a lot better than the other factions through just exploration and killing random stuff. Oh, everything's hard now. I had a free lumber mill in the other faction. God damn it. Just god damn it. What was I saying? Yeah, okay. So through exploration, you're going to maintain and even grow your army. You're actively harvesting the map, which is kind of fun. That also means you kind of don't want to skip any combat, because not only are you taking very small losses, but you're also not gaining anything that you could be gaining. But yeah, that also means, though, the weakness with it is if you do take a big loss against, I don't know, another main army, it takes longer to rebuild your thing, because you won't have half of it back at your castle. You kind of have to go harvest it on the map. It's a weakness of it. A strength of it is that you just get a whole lot of shit, but the weakness is you don't get it back nearly as fast if you have a bad encounter with an enemy. Anyway, that's my army. Please tell me it's not hard anymore. It's moderate. What are your spells? Oh, I was gonna say the build's gonna be like, yeah, this a bunch because I like spawning shit, and then like these probably mainly a bit of this. Yeah. Okay. What are your spells? So we didn't mention it, but okay. Summons will apply the curse. They need to hit something, though. This is not the best spell to start it off. And the Guild of Mages is hidden forever away? God damn it. Oh, I never explained this, huh? So they don't have the hospital, infirmary, what have you. They do have a whole chain of Soul Beacon and other things. It's like Soul Beacon, Soul Transmuter, Soul Siphon, Tomb of Silence contributes to it. It's the whole set of Undead to Bind. Would be easier to explain if I actually built one of those. This new set of Undead to Bind as well. This allows you to like bind things. Basically, all of these buildings, especially those that, see, for this one says enable spending Mercury to convert. No, doubling the rate of soul power. So each of these buildings increase. Okay. This one allows you to free spawn stuff. It's only skeletons at first. There's a limit to how much you can free spawn, and you don't automatically free spawn it. You only free spawn it if you've killed stuff on the map. And the more you've killed, the more you can free spawn, but there's a cap, and that cap gets raised when you build this and this, I think. Double the rate of Soul Beacon, yeah. But you still need to be killing stuff to free spawn stuff. And then all of these buildings that say a new set of Undead to Bind just changes what the free spawn is. And what I will tell you, that's another point too, against the naysayers. The second one, just 2,000 gold right here, will spawn you cheap archers. Also the curse, if you can apply it to low level archers, will also spawn low-level archers. So the complaint that this is the only range you get, it's not really true. You get a bunch of range just by going that. So our priority here is going to be this. We really need better spells to spread our curse. We really do. I don't like that spell. Those are archers, though. Alright, well, should be somewhat manageable. We'll just get some frogs in there. Alright, hopefully the frogs distract them and get some hits. Nothing is cursed right now. Yeah, this is a bit of a disaster, I think. Yeah, I don't think I've converted anything to undead. I'm gonna restart again because I hate the spell. I want to have fun with this game, and this game is saying like, no fun allowed. What are you doing? Hello? This is not a fun game. Go away. But fun though. But fun though. What do you mean, Rain of Frog? Does she always start with stupid Rain of Frog? Are you kidding? Alright, this warrants a little bit of science. Does she always start with Rain of Frogs? I want to do some science, because this interests me. Does each hero have like a spell it always starts with? It's infinitely interesting if that's the case. Infinitely for me, anyway. I don't know about you guys. I don't know how much you guys are interested in science, but you know, I'm having fun right now. Rain of Frogs. Alright, I guess she always just starts with that one. This spawn put the wood and ore further away than the rare resource mines. That's fun to see. Alright, well, like the last one, the Guild of Mages is very accessible, so at least there's that. Next turn we can get our spells. I need to not go too far away. Can I beat those? Moderate. In theory I can. Do I want to? Let me go get this. That's my stones. Alright. Let's get back. I want spells. I want way better spells to apply my curse and recruit all harvest. Did I say recruit? I meant harvest all of the world. Sorry for the slow start, by the way. Alright. What do we get? Ice ball. Quicksand. Quicksand's probably the best one here. For the purposes of applying a curse, it's the best one. Alright. Let's go quicksand all of them. Get in there. Get in there, all of you. Quicksand. I want archers in priority, so let's curse all of these in the back. They did not all get cursed, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. Let's curse a few of them. Oh, we got a thing. Look at that. Alright, let's not go crazy on the spells. We don't have extreme mana regen yet. Did it only produce Wretched? I thought it would produce some Archer. Usually it produces Archer. Anyway, what I was saying earlier. Sure, you won't recover your losses nearly as well, but you get a bunch of stuff anyway. It's fine. Blood warping, though. I want to have fun with blood warping. Alright, it's a mystery. I can barely see the X, let alone like the rest of the context. Demons, huh? We shall see. Pillar. I forgot to look at what we're up against. Pillar is one of them. Bets are open how many turns I'm going to forget to check before actually noticing. Alright, here are my bunch of troops. Let's just do a quicksand this time. I think the power of what you're affecting is important to determining what comes out of it. So maybe I really want to curse the dogs to get better troops. Probably. Alright, the Wretched charging into their death. What do they do? Terror and charge, right. I'm losing a bunch of them, but don't worry about it. Rot Walkers, which are the upgraded zombies. Wait, I'm losing a ton of troops. Did not go super well. Should have used more spells, I guess. My troops kind of disappeared right there. Alright, maybe this helps apply the curse, like increases the chances of it applying. Not entirely sure. I haven't done a lot of this. Alright, it says this is moderate for some reason. I don't know how much I believe that, but sure. Oh, hey, we got a couple archers. There you go. Quicksand. I feel like that's more cursed than usual, so bam. Wait, it didn't curse anything. Shoot. Alright, well that's a bunch of new troops. Please don't kill my archer. I have very few of those at the moment. Well, I'm getting more and more. Alright, last battle was disastrous. This one's going a lot better though. Yeah. I like it. Lost a spooter, but gained 10 troops, including 6 archers. Not bad. Alright, invest in this. Get the sawmill. You don't have to come back up here every... Well, there's this too. Alright. My mana's getting real low, though. I don't know about that one. You should get this going. So, like I said, currently... This is the soul power. When you kill stuff, 20% of their power is here. And... It gets turned into undead. And the amount of undead that gets churned out depends on how many of these buildings you've built. Right. And we want this one to get a production of low-level archers ASAP. That's kind of how it goes. That's how you want it to go anyway. Alright. I mean, sure. My hero won't be much help. I'm gonna curse stuff and then hope that my troops actually do some work. The harpies are not the strongest in this game, though. Should we... Oh, I have fireball now. Ooh. Quicksand's gonna cover more enemies, but still. Alright, we gained an archer already. Looking good. Couple of them, too. I like it. Oh, lost a wretched, but whatever. And also, the troops you get are upgraded. So, see, that's why these are different from these. Those are the things I recruited. Those are upgraded versions of these. So that's pretty cool. Alright, I think that's a net positive overall. All things considered. Felt like we lost a bunch, but we also gained a bunch, so I'm not too unhappy with it. Well, since I'm in town, I might as well take one of these. Which one do I want? Lexicon? I don't know. Help me. I didn't look at their roster, except to point out there's liches. I didn't really look at them. So tier 1 is skeleton, obviously. Tier 2 is the zombies, which get tanky. Sturdy, not tanky. But they're also slow, but they poison. They both poison, actually, so who cares? This is a faster and 4 HP less thing. Why would you have a 2-take grow? Oh, because you get more of them. Sure. I feel like the spider is much better. Well, not much better. Are they this much better in terms of cost? Maybe not. So, you know, this is the luxury choice, I suppose. What is this one then? So, the ghosts? Right, it causes terror. And this one's immortal. I feel like immortal sounds more fun. Probably costs more. Yeah, it costs more and you get less of them. Let's take them anyway, because why not? Tier 4 is the vampire. No real choice there. You just get a vampire. Congratulations. Lich. Also, he's level 8. He can get bloodletted into something else. And then tier 6 is between the Death Knight and the Dragon. I feel like the Dargon is better, but... The Dargon is better if you're swarming, and this one's probably just stronger overall. Right? Critical strike, wide attacks, and terror makes me think it has more raw power. This one sometimes is tankier thanks to ethereal. This one has way more health. But this one summons a bunch of skeletons, so it's better for swarming. I think we're gonna go for the knights. Okay. I don't think we're really swarming. We're turning garbage into elite troops. That's what we're doing. Anyway, as much as I was saying we need this, I'm gonna get more troops to help out the hero who's just passing by. Stones are down there. This is easy now. Cool. That one's hard. You're kind of in the way, guy person. Can I tell where it is? I don't even see the... Oh, there's the X. I honestly don't know. You're very much in the way, though. I kind of hate it. Alright, give me a soul transmuter. Ooh. I mean, it's way early, so this is not nearly as good as when you get it from converting a town like at level 20 with a sidekick. Like currently this is not worth a ton of experience, but I still prefer this over everything else, I think. Alright, anyway. Level up. Ooh, more mana is more important than more bloodletting at the moment. Let's have our priorities straight. Bloodletting is fun. It still hasn't really happened, has it? Bloodletting is fun, but it's also like not the current priority. Not quite. I need to be able to create more shit before I start really focusing on eliting it. Wild! That's the other faction. Oh boy. Have I ever mentioned that, you know how people say this is the worst faction by far, and I disagree? Do you know which faction I think is the strongest? It's the Wild. Although I think it's the strongest if you're doing it right. I don't think the AI is particularly good at it, so it's fine. Really, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you can turn undead into undead, by the way. Let's keep our mana a little bit. Yeah, look at that. I'm making skeletons out of, and archers too, out of zombies. I am losing some troops though. Zombies are a little solid. Gaining a lot of zombies. I'm making zombies out of zombies. Look at me go. That's funny. Makes me laugh. Yo, I could get a ghetto... I could... Oh, I didn't look if this was doable or not. Whoops. Hopefully it's doable. I don't know, I guess I'm feeling kind of invincible. It's a really dumb thing of me. Skeletons have warding. Let's avoid skeletons and just hit the zombies, maybe. Yeah. Man, warding doesn't just block your spell, it kills a future unit. It's terrible. Alright, I'm taking way more losses than I wanted on the skeletons. Stupid ghosts. Doing some work. Dude! Rude! It's immortal though, it comes back, don't worry about it. God, look at all these losses. I mean, I gained some stuff, but like this is what, 10? I gained 10 troops and I lost 19. So, not really worth it. Alright. Maybe mysticism a tiny bit. I'm gonna put one last point of this for now, and then we're gonna focus on this. I want more mana regen. Maybe, I don't know if increased effectiveness of spells is going to increase the chances that I apply the curse. I'm taking it, hoping it does. Oh, I forgot to change the... Whoops, my bad. Alright, more money first off. And then you go here to choose the set of units you want. So yeah, bone shooters and a bunch of whatever, but bone shooters. This is the maximum amount you can get. Oh, and you can spend Mercury to get to spend 30 soul power into undead creatures. It's a thing. Don't worry about it. Oh, it's also the end of the episode, isn't it? At least it should be. Is this the cartographer? It's the cartographer. It only reveals roads in this, not the whole map. It's still pretty strong, isn't it? Alright, well, I think I've killed all the easy stuff, and now, Well, I'm gonna wait for my mana to come back, maybe, or something. I don't know. Yeah. I could maybe look for the last piece of, puzzle? Or something? I don't know. Oh, mushroom. I did just now notice mushrooms on the map, so... I might be over there. Well, we're at the end of the week. Let's get more unit production, maybe. That's usually a good idea. It's a good time for it. Wait, I said I was gonna end it. Whoops. Alright, well, you got a handle. Gimme. Thank you. You got a handle on what we're gonna be doing. We barely got started because I just talked just a lot. I talked a lot at the beginning explaining what this faction does. But, you know, this faction is so different that it was kind of necessary, and then I did unnecessary science trying to get anything else than frogs! Which turned out to be impossible if I want to be playing around with blood warping, sorry. I keep calling it bloodletting for some reason, I don't know. When I say bloodletting, I mean this. This hasn't triggered yet, by the way, but I'm hoping it does soon. I've played with this before. I've played it... I remember playing it once with Lament, with some hero that also had a lot of points in diplomacy. It was kind of a wild game. I was getting a ton of absolutely random elites while I was taking care of my dragons. Those who have played Lemon know what I'm talking about. It was a fun game. Anyway, I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for no, that's my goodbye for stream. Sorry. Next time we're gonna play more. We're gonna explore. I promise we're gonna do more than just talk about the faction. Until then, see y'all.